Can Lahore Qalandars make it three in a row? Welcome to the shiny side. I'm your host Faris और आज हमारे साथ हैं ह्यूस्टन से उमर. How are you doing, Umar?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम फरीस। मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हैं?
Very good, thank you. And yeah, Umar, PSL finally शुरू हो रहा है. The first game is coming up. It's Lahore taking on Islamabad, and today we're going to look at Lahore. Right now, I guess what's up for grabs is इस वक्त कोई भी टीम PSL 3 बार नहीं जीती है. So Lahore and Islamabad have won it twice. बाकी सब एक दफा जीते हुए हैं. So Lahore has the option of winning it, becoming the first team to win it 3 times, and of course they won the last two. So that would make it 3 times in a row if they were to go ahead and win this. But how are you looking ahead to the PSL, and how do you see it coming in right now, and Lahore in general?
really excited. I think ये वर्ल्ड कप T20 वर्ल्ड कप ईयर तो फ्रॉम उस पर्सपेक्टिव से भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होगा देखने के लिए कौन परफॉर्मर्स कौन ऊपर आते हैं. अभी भी आई थिंक दो तीन स्पॉट्स हैं पाकिस्तान के स्क्वाड में, तो आई थिंक उस हिसाब से बहुत क्रिटिकल है. एंड देन PSL आई मीन वैसे ही बहुत सक्सेसफुल टूर्नामेंट है, बहुत अच्छी क्रिकेट खेली जाती है. और लाहौर आई मीन मेरे लिए शाहीन शाह अफरीदी का भी एक वो है कि अब वो पाकिस्तान के भी कैप्टन हैं, तो क्या लाहौर को फिर से लेके जा सकते हैं लाइक यू सेड कि थर्ड टाइम विनर.
Yeah, and I guess if you look at the history of Lahore a little bit, right? So they've पहले 4 सीजन में वो लास्ट आए थे, consistently last, fifth or sixth depending on how many teams there were, and then वो अपने काफी सीजन में रनर्स अप आए, फिर वो फिफ्थ आए, एक मतलब अब फिर 6 टीम्स में से, लेकिन अब वो पिछले लास्ट 2 टाइटल जीत चुके हैं. The funny thing is इनका कोई मेजर मैनेजमेंट ओवरहॉल नहीं हुआ है. The ownership is more or less the same within, I think a different brother perhaps is more involved now, लेकिन ownership structure same है. आकिब जावेद अभी तक उनके कोच हैं. Shaheen's been part of the mix. उनके पहले कैप्टन चेंज बहुत होते थे. I think उनका by the way Shaheen उनका, अगर आप डेविड वीजा को भी काउंट करने हैं तो Shaheen is the 7th or 8th, and they have had 8 or 9 captains already by the way. So कैप्टनसी बहुत चेंज हुई है because परफॉर्मेंस खराब थी, जाहिर बात है उनकी. लेकिन now with Shaheen's captaincy they won 2 titles. And they obviously are coming up as one of the big guns in the tournament right now. How do you see? I mean, how do you think other teams are looking at them for that matter?
I think it's काफी मुश्किल होता है to put it down to one thing. Like you said, उनकी consistency was good कि management ज़्यादा change नहीं हुई, ownership हुई रही, तो वो they stuck to what they think would work. उन्होंने आकिब को वो learning curve दी, लेकिन कैप्टनसी चेंज करते रहे. तो क्या कैप्टनसी बदलने की वजह से हुई सक्सेस, या एकदम से उनको मैजिक फॉर्मूला मिल गया? They had some star players from the beginning, so they were surprised.
I think it's important to keep in mind that they are the ones who discovered both Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah Afridi. Discovered them at a very early age, and they kind of stuck with them, and they kind of sent them around the world playing different programs. And to the point where those two are the best T20 bowlers effectively in Pakistan right now, right? So clearly, उनका जो long-term play था, that was, and Fakhr Zaman for that matter, another guy, top-tier Pakistani cricketer, जिन्होंने उनको discover करके उनको उन्होंने develop किया. So full credit there, but I think in the short term, perhaps they weren't so, again, not so smart early on. I think a very quick thing, हम अगर उनके देखें, उनके last season में star performers कौन थे? There were 3 people who stand out. One is Fakhr Zaman. He scored 429 runs in the season at strike rate of 160. Then there was Shaheen Afridi himself, जिन्होंने 133 runs score किए. Runs ज़्यादा नहीं है, but at a strike rate of 170. And then he also took 19 wickets, and then economy wasn't the best, it was 9. And the third one was Zaman Khan, who was an emerging player last year. लेकिन उन्होंने 18 wickets leads, 1 less than Shaheen, and economy of 8. So had a better economy than Shaheen. Very often bowled final overs, death overs. So yeah, I mean, I guess these 3 were the ones who kind of took them across the line last time around.
हाँ, इनकी I think bowling overall is बहुत strong, and that's what we'll discuss today. लेकिन हाँ, I mean शाहीन शाह अफरीदी का अपने runs का इतने नहीं है, लेकिन जहाँ वो lower order एक bowler के लिए बहुत critical runs. I think was it one of the playoffs जिसमें I think उनकी 44 not out या कुछ भी था final में actually, right?
In fact, वो वाला जो I think वो वाला match है जिसमें David Visa was about to walk off and Shaheen came running and stopped him and said मैं जाऊँगा, and he went in and he scored that knock. But I guess before moving on, it makes sense to kind of just look at the squad now, right? So if I look at what Lahore Qalandar का जो squad है इस वक्त, and by the way it's really bizarre, but इस वक्त कहीं पे भी squad की information लेना बड़ा मुश्किल है. Crick Info में squad updated नहीं है, कहीं भी नहीं है. So I think PCB and the franchise need to get their act together. But I think if you look at the batting, so Abdullah Shafiq, now a mainstay of our ODI side, Abdullah Shafiq, Fakhr Zaman, of course, Shai Hope has come in, Van der Dussen, South African जो है वो आए, Raja Paksa हैं, Sahbzada Farhan, who's been around the Pakistan team, Mirza Beg, who opened a few times last time, Dan Lawrence जो है, he was meant to be in, लेकिन वो England test squad में चले गए. So I think he won't be there in the beginning, he might join later. And all-rounders, they have Kamran Ghulam, who's a seamer, then of course Sikandar Raza and David Visa. Both are super strong. And जहाँ तक bowling का ताल्लुक है, again, Afridi, Zaman Khan, Haris Rauf, Syed Faridun was a local spinner, and then Mohammad Imran. So, yeah, I mean, how do you see the squad, Umar? What do you think is what stands out?
I think their squad is one of the better squads for sure. I mean, it was तीन जबरदस्त fast bowlers आपके front line पाकिस्तान का pace attack. Spinner थोड़ी सी weakness है, लेकिन Sikandar Raza ball spin as well. Sikandar Raza, I mean T20 में globally speaking he's like one of those guys जो superstars हैं, right? T20 के, तो वो आपके middle में है. And then of course Shaheen Shah, Abdullah Shafiq, he's doing well. And then Fakhr Zaman, obviously.
I mean, I guess Abdullah Shafiq is somebody, right? So last year, he wasn't a mainstay, but now he is a mainstay in the Pakistan team, right? So, and on the ODI side, but I feel like he could be a significant player in the top four, along with Fakhr Zaman. The other guys are a bit new. So Shai Hope, Van der Dussen, I don't think they played for Lahore Qalandars before. So Raja Paksa for that matter as well. So I think it'll be interesting. Having said that, those are obviously strong, a lot of talent in those names, right? So they can, depending on how they cobble together, that'll probably be a pretty strong batting order, you would think.
Right. I mean, Tino have had great international knocks. So I think especially Shai Hope, he's at the prime of his career. Baki do aap argue kar sakte hain. Raja Paksa bhi. So I think, it's a good squad.
उसके अलावा I guess the one issue जो इनके पास है, the one player they missed, so there are two players from last time who are not there this time. Rashid Khan, big loss. I mean, Rashid Khan is probably the first name on the sheet in whichever team he's in, लेकिन वो available नहीं है injury की वजह से, जो उनको अंदाजा था पहले से. तो I think वो उनके लिए काफी बड़ा loss है, and उनके पास कोई as such spinner नहीं है, but like in the sense they have a young spinner called Faridun, उसका मैंने नाम भी नहीं सुना था 3 दिन पहले तक. So how do you see the Rashid Khan factor? I mean,
Rashid Khan is a huge factor, all rounder, right? Spinning में तो he's obviously amazing, लेकिन उनकी batting भी is बहुत important. So is he out for the entire
he's not
PSL?
playing. He's not available. Injury से वो come back. Surgery हुई है उनकी कोई.
अच्छा ठीक है, हाँ तो नहीं, it's a big factor. I mean, no, you can't discount losing Rashid Khan, लेकिन I don't think किसी टीम का pace bowling attack इतना अच्छा होगा जिनका इन लोगों का है.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, to be honest, international level, this is potentially अगर नसीम शाह now, this is probably a top 3 Pakistan attack.
Exactly. और फिर सिकंदर रजा अगेन, he's an international superstar, वो भी स्पिन कर सकते हैं. तो आई थिंक अब स्पिन वैसी पाकिस्तान में हमने डिस्कस किया हुआ पहले इज अ वीकनेस कि किसी भी टीम में डोमेस्टिक टैलेंट हमें नजर नहीं आ रहा. तो आई थिंक उस लिहाज से इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी कि ये लोग क्या करते हैं. लेकिन हाँ, इट्स अ फैक्टर. फिफ्थ बॉलिंग ऑप्शन वीक है, स्पिन जरूरी होगा पाकिस्तानी पिचेस पे. लेकिन हाँ, आई थिंक इट्स अ बिग लॉस टू राशिद खान. लेकिन ओवरऑल आई मीन आपके पास 4 इंटरनेशनल बॉलर्स हैं, तो यू वुड बैक देम एंड नॉट वरी अबाउट कि नंबर 5th नंबर 6th कौन है.
So yeah, those of you watching, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. But we'll be going back to Lahore Qalandar, right? So again, the pace bowling, like we said, super strong. David Visa, again, a very good seam all-rounder, very good low order batsman as well. In fact, उनको Lahore Qalandar से map पे डाला है, वैसे Namibia के भी वो player हैं. लेकिन again, I think Fakhr and Shafiq at the top of the order and everybody around them. Middle order के बारे में क्या ख्याल है आपका? Do you think it's a bit of a question mark, or do you think they will all? I mean, the ingredients seem to be there, but we don't really know who's going to be playing where at this particular point.
Right. तो उनका last year I think Abdullah Shafiq 2 down आ रहे थे, तो वो एक solidity है. फिर Shai Hope, Van Dusen, I mean, I think है. I don't think I can discount it. Sikandar Raza again, superstar. मैं हमेशा उनकी बात करूं क्योंकि last 1-2-3 साल में he has been an international superstar. तो I think उनका शायद middle order better है compared to their openers. लेकिन obviously Fakhr Zaman.
I mean, it depends where Fakhr and Abdullah Shafiq bat also, to be honest, right? Because Fakhr Pakistan के लिए middle order में खेलते हैं. And I was thinking about Abdullah Shafiq's point of view. At the moment, the place for spots in the Pakistan team is so tight कि top order में तो आप कोई आ ही नहीं सकता. So maybe for Abdullah Shafiq, it's a good idea to play at 5 or so and try to establish that spot if he wants to make it in the Pakistan side.
अगर उन्होंने 2 down पे आके if he does really well, I mean, yeah, you expect to see him in the Pakistan squad then क्योंकि पास talent तो है, मैं पता है वो.
चलो अच्छा, let's quickly look at what I think the 11s will be, and I'm happy to hear your view and what you think looks like or how you would change it around. So I've got Abdullah Shafiq at 4, which means Sahabzada Farhan जो Pakistan team के साथ भी travel कर रहे थे. He opens with Fakhr. We have Van der Dussen at 3, Shai Hope at 5, and then Sikandar Raza, David Visa. Playing the well, we have Sikandar Raza as a spinner, playing Syed Faridun, the young guy. He's left arm mystery, and then the Shaheen, Zaman, and Haris. So how do you look at the 11? Anything you would do differently?
I think this looks good, and इसको अब मैं जब सामने नजर आ रही है तो बहुत ही मुझे स्ट्रॉन्ग 11 लग रही है.
हाँ,
आई थिंक सारे बेसिस कवर्ड हैं. फखर द टॉप, फिर वैन ड्यूसन आपका वन डाउन आ रहा है. दैट्स रियली गुड ऑप्शन टू हैव.
yeah,
सॉलिड मिडिल ऑर्डर, बिग
yeah.
हिटर्स इन सिकंदर रजा, डेविड वीस, एंड देन आई थिंक we जैसे मैंने कहा 3 फास्ट बॉलर्स. आई थिंक हाँ, सईद फरीदून ऑब्वियसली क्वेश्चन मार्क फैक्टर है, लेकिन that'll be, I think it's a solid 11.
And like you said, then that's probably the one. He is the guy they will target, right? जो भी spinner खेलेगा उसको target करेंगे because और कोई as such कोई weak link नजर नहीं आ रहा है इनकी level में.
Right.
And I guess the other
I think
interesting
उस
factor will be कि how. हाँ, sorry, go on.
हाँ नहीं, मैं वही कहने वाला था कि शायद आप भी यही कहने वाले थे कि डेविड वीसे की बॉलिंग कितनी इफेक्टिव हो सकती
हाँ,
है. और
हाँ.
आई थिंक काफी डाउनहिल जा रहे हैं, लेकिन बॉलिंग की
Yeah.
कैन ही एक्चुअली
Yeah.
मेक अप अ कपल ऑफ
I mean, the
रन्स.
thing is, look, अगर आपके पास शाहीन, जमान, हारिस और सिकंदर रजा भी हैं, right? So you basically what you're saying is Sikandar Raza, David Visa, and Faridun need to combine for about 20, about 8 overs in the innings. So it's not इतना ज़्यादा वो effort नहीं है. I guess the only question mark here is how well will Van der Dussen and Shai Hope play on Pakistani tracks, right? Because if they can also kind of get some kind of form, this team looks unstoppable again.
हाँ, वैंडर डूसन तो आई थिंक मुझे बड़ा उनको मजा आता है देखने में. ही इज बड़े अच्छी बैटिंग करते हैं, एंड ही इज वन ऑफ दोस कि वो आपको, अगर वो और फखर चल गए, आई थिंक लाहौर कलंदर्स कैन सेट बैटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स इन दिस year's PSL.
So for those of you watching, अगर आपका व्यू है कि कौन आपके ख्याल में क्या 11 होनी चाहिए लाहौर कलंदर्स की, please leave a comment and let us know. Umar, before we wrap up, prediction for this, where do you see them finishing?
टॉप 2. आई मीन इतना अच्छा स्क्वाड है, ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है, शाहीन शाह की कैप्टनसी इंप्रूव हो रही है. आई थिंक हाँ, आई मीन दे लुक लाइक अ फाइनलिस्ट टीम.
So anything less than a final would be a disappointing disappointment for them.
Coming in
Okay.
defending champs with what seems like, besides Rashid Khan, only upgrades to the squad.
Yeah.
हाँ, I
Yeah.
think top 2 में को आना चाहिए.
Yeah, you're right. Because they lost Sam Billings, but I think Shai Hope is probably as good, if not better. So for sure. But no, good stuff for those of you watching. अगर आपका view है कि where do you think Lahore will finish? Please leave a comment and let us know. And Omar, thank you for being on the show. And
Thank
for
you
those
for
of you
this.
watching, we'll be back with some more previews very soon. In the meantime, stay tuned to the shiny side.